the recording SAP Transport Management System. So why the transport is required here? Why the real transport is required here? So to move the data, to move the objects here. Yeah, to transport. Normally in the day to day, why the transport will be used? To transporting the people from one place to another place, we need a transport, right? At the same time, at the same time, at the same time, to suppose if I talk about the system level, to transport the object means data, table or report, code. So instead of calling this way, to transport in the system level, we will call it as the object. To transport the object from one system to another system, we need a TMS configuration is required. Why? Because in a landscape, in the real time, we have the three or more systems are there. One is the development, one is the quality, and second one is the production. Like that, we have the three systems in the landscape here, right? Development, quality, and the production here. So development, quality, the production landscape we have here. So here, what will happen here in all those things here? So this is the development system here. This is the development system here. Development means where the developers will start working on that one. So this is the quality system. This is the production system here. So normally here actual business users will log in into the production system. They will do all the business related activities and everything here in the production system. So but the developers will do the developments here. Then how they will move, how the changes will go to the quality here, how the changes will go to the quality system here, right? How the changes will go to the quality system here, how the changes will go to the quality system here. So via TMS configuration, via transport configuration, once they have developed the object here, they will move the changes to the quality system via TMS configuration. Then they will move the changes to the production like that. So the configuration we have to do it, development, quality, and production configuration we have to do it here, right? So means they will do the developments here, then they will move to the quality, from quality to production they will do that one. So this is the way we have to do that one here. This is the way we have to do the configurations here. All right. So that is the very important thing here. Development, quality, and production system here. Right. So developments, they do all the development related things. Then they will move to the quality. Then production here. So this is the way. So all the activities will happen. So to achieve this configuration, what we have to do? If you don't have this road, what will happen? How can we come to Hyderabad from your villages to the Hyderabad, or how can we move from Hyderabad to Bangalore, right? If you don't have the connectivity here, right? Similar way here, to move the object, whatever they have developed here, so they move the object from here to here, then definitely there is a configuration is required. TMS configuration is required here. So TMS configuration is required here. Using this configuration, we will transport to the development to quality, quality to production. We will do this transport options here. All right. That is what we have to do it in the systems here. Right. So here to perform this one as part of the TMS configuration, what we have to do it here. Here, the first step in the TMS configuration, we have to do it as a domain controller configuration. We have to do it here. Domain controller. So then what is meant by domain controller? So domain controller. So what is the use case for the TMS means to move the objects from development to quality, quality to production in a landscape. We need the TMS landscape is required, right? TMS landscape is required here to move the objects from dev to quality, quality to production here, right? Domain. So this object is required here. So here, so in this case, what we have to do? First of all, these three systems, we have three systems or two systems. First of all, we need to decide for domain controller. First of all, we have to create as part of this configuration, TMS configuration. So first domain controller, we have to create it here. What is the mean by domain controller here? So out of these three systems, so one system you have to make it as a domain controller so that the domain controller system will control the other systems, other two systems or three systems, it will control it here. So domain controller means domain controller will control the systems in the landscape. Control means, oh, data should be received from here, then to here, from here to here. Like that, it will control the systems. So in the name itself, we have their controller. Domain controller. Domain controller is the system which will control the other systems in a landscape, right? So to perform the domain controller configuration, we have to log into the 000 client, then STMS transaction code, then give the domain underscore SID is the naming convention, then save it. So these are the steps you need to follow to perform the domain controller configuration, right? Domain controller configuration, we need to follow this step here. So log into the system 000 STMS, then domain underscore SID and save it. Then it will save the configuration here. So out of these three systems, you can make it as any system as a domain controller. Out of these three systems, any system is like a domain controller configuration. Any system you can make it as a domain controller. Any system you can make it as a domain controller here. So basically that system, any system means how can we make it means we have to log into the, suppose if you want to make the quality as a domain controller, you need to log into the quality system, then 000 STMS domain underscore the quality system SID you have to give it. Suppose if you want to make this system as a domain controller, then you have to log in and complete these steps here. So domain controller which will control the systems within the landscape. So which means, so if you choose this as a domain controller, it will control the remaining system. Suppose example, best example, sub branch. Suppose if you take the any company, that company has some sub branch and main branch also. One of the main branch. Suppose one company has the branches like in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, right? Three places they have. In that Hyderabad branch is the main branch here. So what they will do? The main branch people will control all the sub branch peoples as well, right? The similar way here also the domain control system will control the other two systems changes, movements, how the changes will go. All those things will control it here. All those things will control by this domain controller system here, right? So this is the one. So to perform this configuration, what we have to do, domain control system configuration, we need to log into the, so we need to log into the any one of the systems should be a domain controller. Suppose let's take NP1, we will take it as a domain controller system, right? Here in our case, what we will do, NP1. So NP1 is here, NWV is here. So two systems we have the ECP also we have here. Let's take ECP also here. Three systems here, right? So here we will take the quality as a domain controller or development as a domain controller or production as a domain controller here. Anything you can take it out, right? So here, so normally production system, the people will take as a domain controller here. So now we will take it as a NP1 as a domain controller here. Then what you have to do, you need to log into the NP1 system with the 000 client, any one of the user. Then click on the STMS is the transaction code. So here people already configured, I think. Let me delete the configuration. If you go to the extracts and delete, the configuration will be deleted here, right? You got the configuration is deleted. When you go to first time, when you go to the STMS transaction code, it will ask the, so please provide the domain controller configuration here, right? So please provide the domain controller configuration. So here NP1 as a new configuration. So domain underscore NP1 we need to set. Domain underscore NP1 we have to create it here, right? So then click on the save button here. So then while creating this configuration here, so there are the some backend configurations will be generated. One is the one user will be created in the TMS ADM user in 000 client will be created. So two RFC destinations will be created. One is the TMS ADM star and TMS SUP star. Two RFC destinations will be created. Then one job will be created, RDD IMP DP job in the SM37. Sun. So here the configuration will be updated in the USR SAP trans. So these three are the mandatory things will be created when we are doing the configuration here. Suppose see, when you are doing the domain controller configuration here, so there is a one user here, TMS ADM user here. So we are setting the password for that user here. Oh, user is locked.
Sir, 000. You are logging.
Seems something already created, I guess. That's the reason. So we can see, go to SU01. There is a user, I guess. TMS area. It's locked. So that's the reason. Normally this will be created automatically. Let me delete first of all. Okay, I deleted the user. So first time when you are creating the domain controller, you have to log into the 000 client, any one of the user, click on the STMS is the transaction code here. So then here STMS transaction code, STMS transaction code, it will ask the, you want to configure the new domain. So it's already, there is existing domain already there. So we don't want to existing domain. We want to create the new domain that is called the domain underscore NP1. Why? Because we are configuring the domain underscore NP1 as a domain controller here. So what is the system SID? That SID we need to put, click on the OK button. Here the TMS ADM user will be created here. Then two RFC destinations will be created here. Let's see. See here, it's adjusting the profiles, configurations, and everything. So now, if you see here, SM59, there are the two RFC destinations here, right? TMS ADM, TMS SVP, two RFC destinations got created here. For this configuration, you got the two RFC destinations got created here. So then the one user also, you know, that is called the TMS ADM user got also created here. TMS ADM user also got created here. User also got created here. Let's click on, right? See here, user also got created. So job also will be created here. So these are the default configuration will be created during the user during the TMS configuration. So as part of the TMS configuration, the first step, domain controller creation. So domain controller means to control the systems within the landscape. So then once you create the domain controller, then this system as a domain controller now. Then you have make it as a domain underscore SID here. Now you want to add these systems into this system. Means, so main branch you created, then sub branch systems you need to add to the main branch. Means, then the next one is the how to add the systems into domain controller. How to add the systems into DC, means domain controller here. First of all, how to create the domain controller. Then that's we know. Then how to add the systems into domain controller. In that case, log into the system, which system you want to add, that system with 000 client, then DDIC user, then STMS transaction code, then provide the domain underscore, provide the domain control, provide domain underscore NP1, you can provide it. Why? Because you need to add this system into the here, then you need to provide the domain underscore NP1, you have to provide it. Then save it, then the system will come and will add it to the here. In this case, log into the NWV with 000 client. TMS. So it's already there, but let me delete here. You can also go to the extract and delete it here. So then after that, when you first time when you access the STMS, it will ask the, so please provide the domain controller name, domain underscore NP1. So this is the NWV system, but it's going to be added to the NP1 system, NP1 system here. Then domain underscore NP1, you have to give it. So then click on the save button here. Here also, in any system, if you're doing this one, here also user will be creating here TMS ADM user, then two RFC destinations will be created here, and one job will be triggered, right? So here you created NWV system, you are going to add to the main branch. When you are going to add to main branch, immediately it will not be added. We have to approve it. You have to approve it. So that's why system is waiting to be included, means waiting for approval. Then you have to go to the main branch, means domain control system, STMS transaction code, then systems. There is an option called the systems here. You see here two systems here. One is the NP1, second one is the NWV system. NWV means which you integrated now, right? Which you included now. Just go to the here. There is an option is called the approve. If you click on the approve button, what will happen? That system will be added to the your domain controller system. That will be added to the your domain controller system here. Right? So here the system is will be added to the domain controller system here. So this is the way we will see the systems into the domain controller here. This is the way we will see the systems into the domain controller here. So how to add the systems, same concept, but here instead of SID, if you instead of giving the your SID, you have to give the domain controller SID, you have to give it here. Then save it. Then this system will be come to the here. Then you have to log into the this system and you need to approve button. Then this system will be added to the main branch here. Then similar steps, you have to log into the ECP 000 client, then STMS domain underscore NP1, you have to give it, then save it, then this system will be added to the here. So all these two systems will be in the under the control of the domain controller, under the control of the this domain controller here. So that under the control of the domain controller, so that that system will control the all other systems here in the landscape. Controlling means changes moving from one system other system will be here. So this is the way we need to check the all those things here. This is the way here, right? If you just refresh, this is the Q button here. So now this is the way we need to add the systems here. This is the way we need to add the systems here. Once you add the systems here, then go to the routes. There is a routes, transport routes here, right? So here systems you have added. Now you need to define the root. Go to the roots tab here. Go to the roots tab here. So let me delete this first of all, because it's all of the previous configuration. So if you go to the routes, transport routes here, you will get the empty page here. Here, just click on the change mode here, then go to the configuration, right? Go to the standard configuration. We have the two systems in the landscape, right? You have NWV and NP1. Then development as like a NWV, production is like a NP1 system. Like that, you need to define it here. Click on the OK button, then save it here. Yes, distribute and activate. Now you see we have the two systems in the landscape here. All right. So here like this, like that you have created the roots as well. You have defined the roots as well. So what will happen here? Whatever the changes are developed here, these changes will go to the respective system here. Respective system, the changes will go to the respective system as well here, right? From this system to here, this system, the changes will go to here as well. So that is the, so here from to here, that is the one here it will happen here, right? The changes will go to this system as well here. So NP1 development to the production here. So via these routes, you will get all those things here, right? So first of all, creation of the domain controller, then adding the systems into domain controller, then approve the systems. Then, so once you've done it, then create the transport routes here. So there are total four concepts in the TMS configurations. Total four concepts in the TMS configuration. One is the domain controller creation. Then second one is the adding the systems into domain controller. The third one is the transport routes and the transport layers here. The transport layers here. So DC, domain controller, we know how to create. These two are same, almost same. Then from here, adding the systems means you need to approve it and this system will be added to the here. You have to approve it. This system will come to the in this screen here. So transport routes here. Routes means, so there are the two types of routes are there here in the SAP. For two types of routes, this is very important. Two types of routes here. One is the consolidation route. Second one is the delivery route here. Delivery route here. The route between development to quality is called the consolidation route. The route between quality to production is called the delivery route here. There are the two types of routes are there. The route between development to quality is called the consolidation route, and quality to production is called the delivery route, right? And we have the two types of layers also called here. One is the SAP layer and second one is the ZSID layer. ZSID layer here. SAP layer and ZSID layer here. SAP layer, ZSID layer here. So these two routes are two types, layers also two types here. So SAP layer means SAP standard objects. SAP standard objects will go via that layer. Okay, SAP layer. So then custom ZSAD means customization objects, means where our developers will develop, will go via this road. So it's not means here only you can see it here, right? Here only you can see the all those things here. So SAP layer and ZSAD layer. So whenever you develop here, you want to move to the one more system. If it is a SAP standard object, this will go via this route. I have this lane, this object will go to the here. If it is the customization objects via this lane, this will go to here, right? Via this lane, it will go to this route here, right? This is the two types of layers and two types of routes here. So development to quality consolidation route and quality to production, one more route that is called the delivery route here. So two types of routes and two types of layers are there in the SAP systems here. Two types of routes, two types of layers are there in the SAP system here. Okay, got it? So that is the transport configuration. Entire configuration is this like this only, right? So two types of routes. One is the consolidation route and a delivery route. So SAP route, SAP layer, and a ZSID layer here. These four parts will comes under the TMS configuration, right? TMS configuration means the first of all, what we have to do, we have to decide first of all which system should be in domain controller, right? Either development, quality, production. Then so you have to log into that system 000 client, then STMS transaction code, then provide that domain underscore SID. So one of the SID you have to provide, one of the same which system you logged in, which system you want to make it as a domain controller, you have to make that system domain controller here. Then save it, that system will be the domain controller here. So whenever you do this configurations here, we go to the STMS here, right? Sorry, SM59. You see the each system there the destinations will be created. So previously 2, now 4. Why? Because NWB, NP1, NP1, right? You got the systems destinations as well here, right? Destinations are created here, right? This is the way for creating the transport destinations here, right? There are the two destinations for each system, TMS ADM, TMS SU. Two destinations will be created for each system. Two systems means 2 into 2, 4 destinations will be generated here. So then how to add the systems into domain controller? So to add the systems, same steps you have to do it. But here you need to provide the same SID as well. What is the domain controller main branch system SID? That system SID you have to provide it and save it. So that will be the file, right? That is the information we have to provide it here. So then after that you need to approve it. Then you can configure the transport routes. Layers will be configured automatically. So go to the STMS transaction code. So there is a layers routes option. Go to the routes. Then you can just go to the configuration, standard configuration. Just click on how many systems you have. You can configure it here. You have how many systems you have. Go to that one. Then you can configure that many systems here. Development to development, NWV. Suppose NP1 is the production. Like that you can configure it. Systems will be there here as well. While doing this configuration, the layers will be generated automatically, right? The layers will be generated automatically. It will be generated here. Right? See here, distributed and activated. So you will see the layers will be created here. So like that, we can create the configurations. So that what will happen here, so once you've done this configuration, when you develop the objects in the development, it will move to the quality system. Simply, easily we can move the say only that object only we can move it here. Client copy is the entire client data will be moved. I don't want to move the entire client data. Only the latest what is the development data you want to move it, only that data we can move it using the transport configurations. If you don't have this configuration, how the data will be moved to the one system to other system, right? So definitely that configuration is required. This is the configuration part. Got it? Right? So this is the way you need to work it on these systems.
Yes, Ravi. But Ravi, the STMS is inconsistently the TMS is inconsistently configured, right?
Yeah.
It says this one. So
yeah,
how
yeah.
to fix that one?
Yeah, normally people, our previous batch people, I think there is a user issues, I think. If you don't configure correctly, so it will go to the inconsistency status only. So correctly we need to configure it, which means again delete and reconfiguration. I will delete it. So you can see now it's clear, but I will let me delete it. Why? Because we have to configure it, right? Let me delete it. Delete. TMS is not configured. Then
No, but that one will show in the domain controller only. That is one doubt. And another one is, even though you have created NP1 as a production, but when you're trying to configure the routes, you're making production as your so NP1 production as your NP1 production only you're making last, right? In the production system,
yeah, production
actually.
is the last one. Yeah, production.
Domain controller only.
Yeah, that's means production is the last one.
Okay,
Product-
so but you are making the domain controller as the production.
Yeah.
Is that mandatory?
That is the recommendation from SAP. It's not mandatory. That's your wish. How you want to, which system you want to take it as a development. So development, the sequence is development, quality, production here. Okay. So here
Yeah.
production. Suppose like this is the NP1 system. This is the NWV system. This is the some of the NWD system, different system here. You can make any system as a domain controller. You can make any system as a domain controller. That is your choice. It means customer choice, which means our company choice. You can make any system as a domain controller. But what is SAP saying? So you can go with, suppose normally when you purchase any TV or fridge, there you will get the default settings. This should be sound, it will be sufficient for you. If you want to increase it, you can increase it. So they will give the some conditions to us, right? That is, suppose here also SAP given the product to us, what they're saying, they're recommending to production as a domain controller. Why? Because production will be the high visibility, high configurations, no one touch production, and also no one delete anything in the production. That's why production as a high configuration. So that's why we will make it as a production as a domain controller. In that case, you need to log into the production system, 000 client, 000 client, then STMS, then provide the domain underscore the production SID here, NP1. Save it. Then domain controller configuration is done. Then, sir, what about the other two systems? Means you need to add these two systems into here. In that case, you need to log into this system, STMS, then domain underscore, same NP1 only you have to give it. Why? Because you are adding this system into here, main branch. So main branch SID you have to give it and save it. Same as like this system also you have to do the same steps here. Once you done it, then log into the domain control system. Which system is this? Then click on the approve button. When you click on the approve button here, you will get the approve button here. Then, so this all the systems will come into the, it will be added to the domain controller here. So that whatever whatever is the development system, then you can make it as a development quality production. Then the routes, same structure will be created here. You can make it as, no, I don't want to configure this one. I want NP1 is the first. Then when the prompt we will get, we are getting the one prompt, right? That prompt we can give the development as a NP1, quality as a NWV, reverse order also you can configure it. But that is not the recommended approach. But development, quality, production is the best suitable approach to move the changes here. So same way in the routes also we configure the same.
Okay, but Ravi, there is one more doubt. So you remember when we create the logical system, right? And then we create a client, and then the client we are giving a client role as production. Let's say we are giving production NWV, and then in configuring the TMS in the routes, we are trying to make production NP1. Does that conflict?
Yeah, that will conflict. So that's why production means, so which system is the production? Based upon this client role, that system is the production. Then, so you can see number of clients are there. So that system is the production. Then you have to make that system as a production here. That's why while creating the system, while giving the SID, we have to make sure if you are giving the P or something like that, then that system is the production. In the SID, by seeing the SID itself, we have to make it. Now you see NP1 is the production, but people will think like, okay, this is a production system, but here you are given the test means it's confusing, right? So that's why to
Yeah.
avoid this real time, like no one create this many clients, but our practice system, right? That's fine. That's fine here.
Okay. Can we fix that TMS inconsistently configured, please?
You can configure it, reconfigure it. I deleted everything here. You can configure it. I deleted all the configuration now. Okay, including user also. Let me delete here. Okay, so this user is maybe wrong password. Maybe they have used it. So I have deleted. Now, when you are trying to reconfigure, when you are configuring now, so it won't give the inconsistency. If you are getting the inconsistency, let me know. Why? Because there is maybe a user is locked. That may be the reason. You are giving the one password and here user is locked, then definitely there is an inconsistency. Now, in the both the systems, NP1, let me delete the users, all the configurations, everything I have deleted. So now it's fine. So both the users, you have to give the same passwords here. Otherwise, it will be the inconsistency status here. I deleted. Now what you have to do, you have to go to the STMS, then it will ask the immediately domain controller name. Just save it. Okay, just save it here. That's it. If you want, I can configure it. But so you can try it. You can try it. So because systems already deleted all the configuration, you can try it. Okay. If you are
Yeah. Okay, Ravi.
if you are unable to do, so then I can take it. I can pick it. We can create it. Not a problem.
Okay. Okay.
Ravi, one more doubt. I believe this what we are doing here is these two different instances installed right in two different systems.
Yes.
Is this possible for if someone has only one system within it also you can do it?
One system also, yeah, one system also we can configure. Within the one system only, it's very simple, right? One system means same configuration. Go to one system, same system as a domain controller. One system also fine. We can configure it. Suppose DDAC.
As in the previous case, these
Oh
are
yeah,
two
one
instances.
system. Yeah, one system also we can configure it. Suppose example, you see, two instances are there. That's why one system has a development, quality, production. But here you can see, suppose if I take this as an example here, my what is this password? I don't. STM ECP is the one system only. So see, one system only. This is the one. So normally that people are integrated. I think it's not required. Just we can delete it. Let me show you one system also. We can configure it. Same system, password. One
If you delete the existing TMS configuration, the TMS ADM should automatically delete, right? User.
it should delete. It should delete, or sometimes it won't delete. So it depends upon the authorizations. So it won't delete. So again, when you are setting the password, so actually it will delete. But user should be in unlocked status. Unlocked. If it is locked, it won't delete, I think. So you can see only one system I configured here. So nothing. In the roots also nothing. Only one system, right? Why the root is required here? Otherwise, if you want to explicitly configure it, go to the here standard configuration single system here. Single system, nothing is there. So no need to do anything here. Single system configuration. Same system as the domain controller, same system as the production. Same, done. You don't need to do anything here. This is a single system. So once okay, this is fine. Once you created, but sir, my system has multiple clients here. Only one client we can do it, but how multiple clients will be reflected here, right? That is called the transport target group here. Transport target group. That I will explain it. First of all, you should practice this one. So, sir, only once one client, one system to other client, other system, we can transfer it. But my system, my quality system has 20 plus clients are there. If you move the data from here to here, only one client, it will move it. Then what about the other clients, sir? Other clients data also different, right? What about the other clients? Then that's why there is a transport target group we have to add it. That I will explain it. So just you can ignore it for today. Why? Because you will get confused. Why? Because you will get confused for these systems only. Okay. So you can just perform it. Just try it. Okay. Just try it. If someone already configured, just you can ignore it. Just delete it or just use the information. Why? Because configuration is one-time activity which we have to do it during the system build time only. Then after that, transport import entire TMS configuration, we have the three parts: configuration, TR creations, then TR import. TR configuration import is our responsibility, creation done by the developers. Okay. So okay, we are only configuration we have done. Another two parts means another 2-3 classes it will take.